All right, hello, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Today is Friday, April 20th, 2018. That's day one back in the combine, and it's not obviously something I wish I was in, but it is what it is at this point in time. And we've got kind of a down day so far, looking for a signal to get myself into a short. There was a good shorting opportunity earlier in the morning up here, 68.48, after the 6 o'clock mark. That's pretty much as early as I would ever look at a trade, close to 6. And 6 was in, actually, I guess 6 was way down here. But usually that's as early as I look at a trade around the 6 mark. And we trailed down to really close to S1 right now. S1 located today at 67.59 today, and now we've bounced off of that. I think we go back to retest it again, and hopefully we bust through it the next time down and through, but I would prefer to see an up move and then a high volume bar on the blue side to get into a valid short. So what I'd preferably like to see is a run back up close to pivot, or not, maybe not as close to pivot, but I mean, obviously I'm going to take whatever is available. At this point in time, what's holding is right in this area. And you can see that we've got kind of a channel formed in here, pre-market, right in this area. I mean, it looks like, wow, let's get short right now, but what I'm going to tell you, what's probably going to happen at the 8 o'clock open, when the market opens up here at 8 on the US market, it'll probably come back up here to test this again. And then at that point it'll give us a signal. So I would prefer to, I mean, obviously I'd love to get short here if I knew the market was going to go tanking from here, which it might do. That's kind of what happened yesterday. If yesterday's is barometer of today, it might just hang out right here and then head down. So we want to keep our eyes on exactly what's going to do and plan for it. So the plan at this point is to try to get short, either below this channel line, or if it wants to come up here, maybe we'll get a signal in here inside the channel. If we get a high blue bar volume that kicks out and give us an opportunity on a GAN signal, 4th time through, to get in on this way, coming up and then taking it down. So I've got two plans right now. So two plans that I have right now are, one, shortening this below this channel line, or two, waiting for a GAN signal, the 4th time through, and then taking it. That's kind of my plan right now, but I'd like to see some high blue bar volume on the up, or some high red bar volume on the down. So that's the plan right now. As far as what the charts looked from overnight, going top down, you can see this is day 2 of a downtrend. Let's hope that our counter trend to the main trend being up. And hourly chart also confirming a hopefully a continuation pattern onto Friday short. And the 15-minute chart is showing a resting point right here where we're currently located below the 6,800 level. As far as downside targets today, again, the magic number today is 6696. So that's kind of where I'm looking for the market to head down right now. 6696 if we can get a nice run. And if it does decide to go up, the GAN signal on the upside takes it all the way back to the high at 69.49, and the high previous to that was right here at 69.55. So we are basically down almost $2 from the highs. So here's our high of the market right now, and we could actually put in an extension to see where this 15-minute chart is going to say that it can go. So that's probably a good idea right now to do. I mean, I just don't get these. So it's run the 61.8% already. The only thing left to run on this extension is 100% down to the 23 mark. Overshoots it. S2 is in here along with 66.96. So it's a possibility that we can run this extension today. Those that are looking at technical signals will be looking at this. The other side of that is what's 50% retracement. I think we've already run it up through here. Got real close to it up through here, it looks like. But if it does decide to retrace, yeah, 50% is right on the pivot point. That's what I thought. It looked pretty close to it. So it could retrace back to pivot. Alright, so that's going to do it for the morning chit chat. Let's see what happens. Be back. Right now I set up a 6P target at 133 and a 9 tick 1/2 hour stop. That's what I've set up with right now. We will see. Obviously this number here can get adjusted, the profit target. The low right now is at 61, so it's about 25 ticks underneath where we're trading right now. So what I'm expecting, all things being equal, is a GAN signal to head up and then a GAN signal to head down. As far as volume today, the highest blue bar is 22.97 coming in at 4:53, and the highest red bar is 25.21 coming in at 2:36 a.m. Difference being a 224 favoring the red side, but there's been a lot more blue in this move. So it could be a continuation of a down move. Once again, one of the areas that I think we can retrace back to an obvious point, maybe it's not so obvious to you, it was a sticking point a couple days ago, is at 6666. So that's an obvious sticking point back to retracing back to it, or close to it. All right, let's pause. So we make that move up already. Didn't see no volume kick in on off of it. I want to open up at 81 right now underneath this band. $89. Using this blue bar right there. Hold at 66.77. That number should sound familiar to people. Still think we could run the 6,800 level, but I want to get involved in it early. If it wanted to break down there, I wanted to catch it. Wait for something here. Looks like we're going to break through that 6,800 level. $92 to short. And all things being equal, I would prefer to see an up move with a high blue bar volume and then get in. But I don't want to miss the short back down to the S1 line either. Six six seven seven. GAN number at 6696. And this might actually give us a nice GAN signal to add to today. That's when we are. Looking on a little bit of a longer term chart, 15 minutes, you can see that we need to break this channel down. So let's plug in our number, 6792. A 1P move is 6770. Man, why couldn't I have stayed in the funded account? I could just be more patient on the wait for my down days. You know, I learned so many things when I'm in the funded. I learn how I operate pretty much. And I know that I kind of want to just trade the CL Pit inventory strategy. 6725 is 3P down from our open, or from our entry point. 48 is 2. Let's remeasure this line here. We got an add underneath this 83 at 81. Interesting. Looks like we're going to have to run the 6,800 level before we go down. Let's take a less of a loss here and wait. There'll be another chance to get short. Really wasn't able to bust out there. Expected to see a bust out through there, and it didn't. All right, here we go. This is like a Ziggy Man prairie dogging right now. Here's your shoulder, here's your head. What we haven't formed on this side is the other shoulder and the break point. Okay, but really tight stop on this trade if it doesn't work out. So we'll have one target at the low. Look at that, 6666. Let's keep that one. GAN signal was 96. For now, but let's move that off of that. I don't want to be on that number. Obviously, I'm trying to win the combine on one day. If you don't know what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to win it on day one.
Don't you wanna take the wheel instead? Don't you need another man? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So tell me, what are you waiting for? Don't you need a break? So tell me, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the right excuse? Are you waiting for a sign to choose? While you're waiting, it's the time you lose. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to spread your wings and fly? Don't you really want to live your life? Don't you want to live before you die? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So tell me, what are you waiting for? Don't you be brave? So tell me, what are you waiting for? Tell me what you waiting for. Tell me what you waiting for. Show me what you're waiting for. Tell me what you're waiting for. What you gonna stand for? What you gonna stand for? What you really waiting for? What you really waiting for? Tell me what you're waiting for. Tell me what you're waiting for. Show me what you're waiting for. Show me what you're waiting for. What you gonna stand for? What you gonna stand for? What you really waiting for? Everybody's gonna make mistakes, but everybody's got a choice to make. Everybody needs a leap of faith. Where do you take yours? What are you waiting for?
Live to fight another day on this trade if it doesn't work out. There's our Ziggy man. There's our Ziggy. Let's hope that we can do this.
Want to trade but don't want a lot of complexity and risk? Maybe it's binary options that you
I wonder how much is available once we get underneath this 91. Get underneath that 91, go to 89, so we have a shot to run the lows. And then we got the top of this band here that's got me worried. That's why I'm protecting at the top of the band. Trying to keep my powder dry as best as I can here. You out of here? Bye, honey. Have a good day. Huh? Love you too, huh? Remember the 6777 is a 1p move. That's 1p on the move from where we got in. Low is 67. So hopefully we can hit our GAN number today, 6696. Being aggressive on one. Maybe we can run this low. Let's see what happens when we do it. Bottom of the band is 86 plus 5. Well, we'll protect one at the band line. A 3p move on one contract would be 32. 67.32. From the high, let's figure out. Today's high is 68.22. So we're going to take one out at 6733. And we're going to go with the other one with the GAN signal. Hopefully this is just, we'll see.
Don't miss out on the next market move. Trade with limited risk on Nadex.
Got one eye on here. I was thinking 1500, but I really need 2000 now. I'm at 630 right now. We'll protect one at 1p. I'm looking at the yellow line now on one contract in case we don't bust through this low. Second contract, we're going to put it on the blue line. This is all she wrote to the down. Still need to get through that 61. There's a lot more down available if it wants to head. 67.33. That's a 3p move. All right, got to 79 there. 78. Prairie dogging. All right, hopefully we can knock out this 61 now.
It was here. I couldn't catch my breath.
All right, come on now. Get down there. Bust through that 61. Come on. Come on, boys. Fight it off. Fight off that 79. Let's go. Come on, bust through the lows. Fight it down. Let's go. Come on, break through the lows. Let's go. Fight it down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Break it down. Let's go. I'll make it a good Friday. Head on down. Come on, break through there. Come on, 10 ticks to 61. Let's go. Come on, get through there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. One tick lower. Down to S1. See if we can break it. Break S1 here. 59 low. Well, at least we know where we can put this at now. Okay, we're going to move to the yellow line now. 69. Trying to maximize out at least one here. I mean, I'm hoping that we get to 33, but I'm being realistic as well. Go 71. Prairie dogging. One out. Second contract going after the GAN number, 6696. Second contract, I'm going for that number right there, if we can get it. There's 6665 right there at 6P. That's what I'm hunting for as well. Looking for that GAN number. Notice that we're in the bonus column no matter what we have right now. Realized P&L is 110 no matter what I do right now. And you can see the profit on the table right now is 410. And unrealized profit is 290 sitting on the table right here. But I'm looking for the GAN number at 6696.
All in your life, scramble and scurry. Take your time, rather than hurry. Never too late to write the best of your story. Remember to breathe, or else you're gonna be sorry. There's no race, physical stranded. Always face with reckless abandon. Take it to life, as my mother once told me. Stick with your pride, and you're gonna be alright. Everybody says that life takes patience. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody says we need salvation. Nobody wants to be saved.
All right, so if I do get run out at 74, that's another 14 added to the 110, be 250, right? Not a bad trading day if that's what it wants to do, go back up, but what I'm looking for is a move down here to the Gann number. And holding, I want to see, ideally what I want to see hold is this line in the sand right here. We'll see.
Your name cannot be engraved for the bullet that sees the wanting and wasteful. Whatever you think of God in moderation, in me, will you leave in frustration? Choose your friends, carefree and kindly. Choose your words, careful and wisely. Always be there to lend a company shoulder. Who will be there to share it when you're older? Everybody says that life takes patience. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody says we need salvation. Nobody wants to be saved. That's what I know. It's just another runaway train. The blue skies, we wait on. Gonna have to go after the rain. All mistakes committed upon us always take a toll on the conscience. Every regret is a debt that you live with. Never forget to remember forgiveness. Everybody says that life takes patience. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody says we need salvation. Nobody wants to be saved. That's what I know. It's just another runaway train. The blue skies, we wait on. We're gonna have to come after the rain. Gonna have to come after the rain. Gonna have to come after the rain.
Notice that I was aggressive on day one of the combine. That's pretty normal for me to be aggressive on day one. I'm usually trying to get in the combine, I should say. I'm usually very aggressive on day one in the combine if I believe I've got a valid trading day. I like to, that's why, let me pause this. My original plan was to wait till Monday to start day one, but when I saw yesterday, Thursday, I thought we have a great chance for a double down day. What do I mean double down? A correction is what I was basically looking at right now. So a correction of the market. We had one down day yesterday. Today is day two of a down, hopefully. And Monday will be down, day down 3, and then turn around Tuesday might bring the market back up to the $70 a barrel handle, or it might be this is the end of the up. I I highly doubt we're done going up yet, but a retracement or a relief rally, relief sell-off is pretty much what you're seeing now. After all this up move, you see that there was some long covering up here. When they got there, they taken, in other words, taken profits up there at 69. Someone took profits at 69.55 is what it is. So the greater fool theory is someone bought at 69.55 and someone sold at 69.55. Wouldn't you like to be the person that sold at 69.55 and reversed? That would be someone that's in the know. All right, we're locked. Trying to make a bottom there. On that last down move, there was no volume associated with this move right here. Let's look here to here. Could be a down, could be into the down, could be.
Wise Company emergency meals are
They just can't let the downs have any fun, can they? Every down move is followed with a bullshit retracement type of crap. This has been the whole since January, this is what it looks like. Every down move is followed by a strong move that goes the other direction. A lot of fighting going on right here. Let's see what side wants it. Well, it is what it is now. It's not much I can do about it. I'm locked and loaded where I think the market, if it gets above, I don't want to be in it.
To save is the banner that you wave to be wrapped around your grave. You but time to get you know. The only thing you brought is psychological. There's no getting out, but now you gotta wonder. Who will dig you out when you're 6 feet under? The only thing to save is the banner that you wave to be wrapped around your grave. You don't The only thing to save is the banner that you wave to be wrapped around your grave. You come too far. She's means more.
Wait, is this the right place?
Yes. Come down the street and knock on the door. With the star on it.
Come on, church. She's got me nervous, talking 100 miles an hour.
Turn it up. Yeah, okay.
She's more than worth it. I swear she smells just like a flower.
Come on, baby, break down.
I'd fall to pieces if I went anywhere without her. I love when she says, "What's wrong with right here on the counter?" She's a twister, trickster. Everybody wants to be the sister's mister. Roller coaster. Off her, even though I'm not supposed to. She's a twister, trickster. Everybody wants to be the sister's mister. Roller coaster. Off her, even though I'm not supposed to.
All right, so what can happen right now while I've drawn these lines? We got 3, right? So possible one more time and then shooting down. That's what I'm looking at, and I'm hoping that we hold my line, obviously. But that's what I'm projecting right now that can happen.
I need her so bad. Sometimes I think that I can taste it. This evil romance, so good I never want to waste it. I can't trust my friends, 'cause she's what everybody chases. I know where she's been, 'cause it's on everybody's faces. Come on. She's a twister, everybody wants to be a sister's mister. Coca-Cola roller coaster, off her even though I'm not supposed to. She's a twister, everybody wants to be a sister's mister. Coca-Cola roller coaster, off her even though I'm not supposed to. She's a twisted trickster. Everybody wants to be the sister. Roller coaster. Even though I'm not supposed to. She's a twisted trickster. Everybody wants to be the sister's mister.
Coca-Cola roller coaster. What the hell's a Coca-Cola roller coaster? All right, so where do we not want the market to go now? Back to the blue line.
Want to trade but don't want a lot of complexity and risk? Latex binary options let you turn your market opinions into I like your pants around your feet.
Good song.
I like the drip that's on your knees. I like the way you still say please while you're looking up with me. You're like my favorite damn disease.
67 plus 5 is 72.
And I like the people that you know.
All right, what do we do there? Went low by 3 more. Can we go further? We're busting underneath the S1 line, so hopefully there's a lot more down left.
Just to figure you out. I like the freckles on your chest.
We'll hold 10 ticks above S1 at 69.
I like the way you're not impressed by you put me to the test. I like the wine stains on your dress.
Let's sing along.
I love the way you have I love the good times that you had. I love the love, the self-respect. Why you put down on the stand? I love my hands around your neck. And now I love you. Just to figure you out. And now I love you. Just to figure you out. I like your pants around your feet. And I like the dirt that's on your knees. And I like the way you still say please while you're looking up at me. You're like my favorite damn disease. And I hate the places that we go. And I hate the people that you know. I hate the way you say things. And it's over to you. I hate the power of you. And never know you are.
All right, so what I did there is saw this prairie dog and decided that I want to be a little bit above it. If it runs me out, then it runs me out, so be it. But this is a strong run off this bottom. I still believe it's a fake out and we're going lower, but I want to protect myself just in case I'm wrong, and that's why I moved. And I moved from 69 because it looked like it was going to run 69. So, and I look back here to see where did we hold prior, and we're holding the 71 line. That's why I moved to 73. Keep your eyes on your charts, right? Even when you're trading, you got to always be one step ahead of where you think that market's going to go and where you think some form of resistance might show up. I obviously don't want to see it get above 79, but I don't want to lose an extra $80 just to prove that it got to go to 81 to go down. I really didn't want to see this move up when we only made a lower low, went to 49 there. So it should, knock on wood somewhere, it should head down, and hopefully we can contain this move. But that was pretty strong off the low right there. If we can head down one more time, I think we're going to open up the floodgates to the 96 or to the 67 level. It's a pretty strong move off of S1 though. Notice that I'm also looking at my Gann line that I put on the charts too, hoping it'll hold. That's what that line, that's why I draw them on, guys. That's why I draw my Gann lines on, so I can see where there might be an imaginary resistance number that you just don't know about until now you see it. It's like, oh yeah, look, now it makes sense. So it's amazing to me how often it works on a down. You can use it as resistance if you can find the, obviously if you can find the right trend line. Doesn't mean this is where it's going to stop going down. It could easily just go straight up towards pivot the rest of the day, and this might be the low of the session right here. I mean, that might be all she wrote to a Friday. What I'm hoping for, obviously, is a move down to the Gann number. We did run a 2P target there, though. It's 54. That was 2P on the move. And a 3P, again, is 31. So I'm still looking for that move to run down here. I believe if we can go 2, we can go the distance and hit the 90. We can hit our line. I believe we can hit the 97 line if we can get below. If we go below this 49 again, we can really move down. You know, I really saw that being a lot bigger of a win today than 360. But every down move is followed by a very violent up move. And this has been what the short side traders have to contend with ever since January. Every time that we try to head down, there's support that comes into the market. And this right here, honestly, I don't believe that's the low, but when we busted it, and it's probably just a retracement before it goes back. You know what sucks though is if I caught that right at 73 and that's as far as it goes up. What I've seen though is very strong aggressive up moves once it gets to a point that they don't want it to go to. So the floodgates were opening right there and they didn't want that. So look, you know, so I just saved myself, you know, an extra $100 right there. But that was the trailer that I wanted to protect. I was aggressive on the first, and then we can see it's moving all the way off of that lows now. So that move is over. I mean, that sucker is way too strong. I mean, it's moved all the way into all the bands in front of it. That's in the original band right there. Let me show you what I mean. That's in the original band that I put on the charts to start with. There's your original band, 86 to 6,800. So when I first started my trading day, I talked about that level, and we've traded all the way back to it now. Made it to break point and then coming off of it. I might tempt one more short here, but I want to see a 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to watch for a little bit longer. Let's make this at least part 1 while we're waiting. All right, part 2. Standing on the edge of a revolution. To contain this move, we would have had to be sitting at 89, 90, 91. Standing on the edge of a revolution. Willing to give up 6 ticks for a $300 for a chance of hitting my target of 66.96. So that is 67.67 minus 66.96. 71 divided by 6, 11.8. Risk to reward still on the table. So what I'm looking for on this trade is for this to bust, come down here to try this out. So once it gets through here, not to look back.
He stole his uncle's 44 last Friday night. Said if I wanted in, we'd have to plan this thing just right. We'll need the gloves, we'll need the bags, a couple masks. We'll need to steal a car with windows tinted black. We picked the nearest bank on Main and 17th. We looked down every line from every movie that we'd seen, screaming, this is a robbery, this is waiting for all this shit, cause you don't need no money. We want to catch some of the second on your phone. So be a hero and you might just stay at home. Get a man, get to hell, reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Get 'em, up. Grocery store in Mustang, small block 302. Drove past the bank a dozen times this afternoon. The only parking spot was half a block away. Gave us time to practice just exactly what to say. Screaming, this is a robbery, so get down on the floor. We're in for all this shit, cause you don't need no money. We want to cash so good and second on your phone. So be a hero and you might just stay at home. Get 'em up, get down, reach for the sky. Get down, reach for the sky. The only thing I wish that one of us had known, that it was Sunday and the goddamn bank was closed. Too bad we didn't see the cops across the street. We dropped our guns and tried to run, and they went all crazy. This is a robbery, get down on the floor. All these seconds, you don't need no money. We want an easy street, now I want you know. Somebody call my mom and tell her I can come home. Get 'em reach for the sky. Reach for the sky.
So it filled me and then went straight up. At least we didn't take a 10 tick hit there. Let's pull over the 5-minute chart just to take a look at what we see. I really don't want to give up any more of my gains here, but I still feel as though we have one more push down. I don't see it with the volume yet. You would think that if we were to head down, this would have stayed underneath that S1 line right through there. Question is, if it gets testing the S1 line, we want to protect break even if I were to take on an extra trade. But I'm already in 4 really with a 1. And the question is, do I want to go down any lower than 29 ticks on a winning day? Do I want it to be a 20-tick win, or do I still see that we can head a lot lower? I think we probably need to see a blue bar volume though before it heads down though. We're going to have to see somebody do something in the market instead of just shorting here. We probably need to see it come up and then show a blue bar volume and then come down. It probably goes back up here to test this 89 line or so. Let's wait and see what we see.
We'll make our stand right here. Our choice is crystal clear. Got to be the honey with the $1,000,000 body. They say it's all a budget, pay just to touch it. Come on. Meet the big street and shoot a little love seat. A Bollywood and college shit. They got it for you. Come on. Pretty big dog, every shit daddy, you never all that long. Doesn't care about the money, she can be with anybody, and the honey wanna do it. You're a bit of the dance floor. You see your ass on that morning. I don't know anybody. And she's the mob, I suck it on the bomb. So much gold, you never move it out. You love so much, you was something you got. Feeling electric, tattoos on her smells better than the scent of every flower in the wind. Come on.
All right, so here's the thought process right now, is that this is taking a long time to get here. So that means there's probably some down available, but I would prefer to see a blue bar kick in up here. High blue bar volume and then a sell-off. See if I can be patient and wait. Or just stand down.
Something in your mouth.
All right, here's that move. Here's your blue. See what happens up here. Last trade. I'll go with a 20 tick winner today. I'm getting crushed on slippage today. I'm going to be very aggressive on this. It needs to move quickly. Shit. Still didn't get no fucking thing there. What the hell? I got a little bit more up left in it. freaking slippages. Just never seen negative slippage in Combine. I'm getting my ass kicked in slippage. It's like they made a correction in the account. Third time up here. Probably going through. So let's stand down for now. Five-minute chart has, we're right at the yellow line on 50 bar. And here's your 200. Pretty strong up move here. Like we're going to head for that 6,800 level again. Fought off the whole move. All right, let's force a high blue bar volume or no trade.
Want to trade but don't want
to just catch a couple tick move when there's probably, don't want to go against the grain here yet.
Gentlemen, we're going to prove to the world tonight that the Nerd Brigade knows how to rock. Tom, I have a very important mission in 3 parts. I need beer, and I need lots of beer, all right? Justin. I need babes. I need women. I need gorgeous, red-hot broads. You got me? Good. Sweet. Eric is here with the tunage. What do you got?
Nickelback.
Nickelback? You got me Nickelback? All right, fine. They'll do. Boys, get them in there. Nickel.
Top of the band there at 6,800. All right, can we complete another triangle today? I've had the balls to hit up at 69, 67.99 there.
Mistake is really this good.
I still think it's going to shoot back up to 6,800 again. I don't know what to do here, so I'm standing aside. When in doubt, stay out. What I only see right now is only 3 bars that have breached the 500 level right now on the blue side. I'd prefer to see a lot more.
they say that a hero can save us, I'm not gonna stand here waiting. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagle, watching the world fly away. Someone told me love would all save us. But how can that be? Look what love gave us. A world full of killing and blood spilling that world never came. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here waiting. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles, watching the world fly away. Now that world is an ending, it's love that I'm sending to you. It isn't the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us, I'm not gonna stand here waiting. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagle, watching the world fly away. They're watching us, they're watching us, as we fly away. And they're watching us, they're watching us, as we fly away. And they're watching us, they're watching us, as we fly away. Whoa. I'm through standing in line, the clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. I want a brand new house on an episode of Crude, in a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king size tub big enough for 10 plus me. What you need? I need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black chain with a bedroom in. I'm gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars. I'm a star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me. I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be a big rock star. Living hilltop bosses dropping 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause I just won't bleed. Well, hey, I'm in the coolest bars. I'll be with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. Hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis, without the tassels. I ain't bodyguards, I love to be a vassal. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free. I'm gonna dress my ass with the latest fashion, get a front door key to the Playboy Mansion. Gonna fade fortune or fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltops, bosses up 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I stay skinny cause we just won't eat. Well, hang out in the coolest bars. VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll fall out in the private rooms. The latest dictionary of today's zoo. Get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Gonna sing those songs that abandon the senses. Gonna find my bills from a past expense. Get washed up, sailors writing all my songs. Let me sing them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny as we just won't eat. We'll hang out in the coolest bars. VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll fall out in the private rooms. The latest dictionary of today's zoo. Will get you anything with that evil smile.
All right, this I believe is the fourth time back up here.
Hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
68.20, by the way, could be an interesting point. Up here at 68.20.
It was
There's 3,
I couldn't catch my breath.
4.
It was the last song of the night. Felt like my heart was skipping beats.
I went to the ER. They said I had AFib.
AFib? What's AFib?
I knew that meant I was at a greater risk of stroke.
I needed answers.
Once I got the facts, my doctor and I chose Xarelto.
Xarelto, to help keep you protected from a stroke.
Once daily Xarelto, a latest generation blood thinner, significantly lowers the risk of stroke in people with AFib not caused by a heart valve problem. In a clinical study, over 96% of people taking Xarelto remain stroke-free.
Xarelto works differently.
Warfarin interferes with at least 6 of your body's natural blood clotting factors. Xarelto is selective, targeting just one critical factor. For AFib patients well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto compares in reducing the risk of stroke. Don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. It may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Before starting, tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures and any kidney or liver problems.
Learn all you can.
To help protect yourself from a stroke.
Talk to your doctor about Xarelto.
See 4 and a red. I think it could run 68.20. Okay, what I'm asking myself is why didn't I take on the trade at 68.05 right here? This blue right here tricked me. I still think it's got another move up left in it. I don't know. Who knows? It tricked me.
It was here. I couldn't catch my breath.
Days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face.
Alright, gonna make this part 2 and okay, start of part 3. Alright, so I'm got lots of lines on here. I expected to move back to 6,800. What usually happens, and I'm not saying this is always the fact, but usually when you see a top, a temporary top, they come in fives. And ideally there's only 3 above 750. And this red bar, I mean, if you're counting the 5, one's below 750 and the other's red. So that had me a big question mark. That's why I stood aside. Now what can happen is we go back up here, and when we go back up, maybe below this, then we form 4 and 5. We get 3 and then maybe 2 more over here. That'll make me feel a bit better about maybe taking the short on. Otherwise I'm going to stand aside. If it breaks down from here, then it breaks down. It goes without me. Sometimes you just have a plan and it just doesn't work out the way that you envision it. Back down to the bottom of that. Ugh. That's 20 ticks at the 05 mark. Definitely this is the down move now. So what I'm asking myself is, why is that today? Why was that the temporary top? I mean, we got close to the 200 bar on the 5-minute chart, so that's what I'm going to say. And then you see the selling right there when we got there. So Friday can be kind of confusing in the bottom line. Shit. You wait around for something, then it goes without you, and you see it now.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind the eyes. And no one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded.
Why didn't I take that trade-off? So I'm asking myself that.
knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do. And I blame you. No one bites back its heart on their anger.
I guess what kind of confused me is that we moved off the lows of 49 all the way back up to 68, 12, 14. I think the high was what, 15? And I mean, I was looking at the 5-minute chart and I saw it, and I debated about 68.05. That was what I was debating in my head. The short from 68.05. Worst case scenario, that trade is at break even.
No one knows what it's like to be mistreated.
And you always can see yourself doing better than what you are trading any given day.
Blue eyes, and no one knows how to say that they're sorry. And don't worry, I'm not telling lies, but my dreams that are empty as my conscience feels to be. I have hours only lonely, but love is vengeance. Let's never fade. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. I'm here to prove that Purple Mattress blows memory foam out of the bedroom. Only Purple passes it.
I'll tell you what, the option's expiring. They're trying to protect the 6,800 line, it looks like. Make them worthless. This trade would have been, if I would have been at 05, been no better than break even now. It's like the momentum of the market switching. You can feel the longs getting more confidence.
can't be sure I know just what we're fighting for. I know you're scared and that you're thinking I may go. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. And if you're thinking I might, maybe let us stray. Just remember this one question. What if I was not there? What if this is true? What if I was not there, girl? Nothing without you. So what if I was a girl? What did you think I'd do? I told you that I love you, girl. Nothing without you.
So we went down 2p on this move, and then this move also is a 2p move, 44 ticks roughly, close to it. This move right here too is quicker. So what we've shown is that 71, I'll show both these. And this is the previous low right here. Wait a minute, here's the previous low right here. 49. We went to 65. And then we went down to 71. So we're showing the pattern that's been going right now is higher lows. We've seen higher low pattern coming off that bottom. Four minutes to 10:30 here. It's usually as long as I want to trade on a Friday. So I'm going to call it now. I'm going to take my 29 tick win and call it a day. It's going to end up being a 267.8 win on day one. I obviously think I could have done and traded better today, but I'm glad that I was able to pull out something. I mean, I think it's a day that I most likely could have at some point, but I mean, I'm going after a further out target. I was going for the GAN number of 96. I wanted at least the 32, 33 line when I was trading today. It didn't go there. There was an available 68.05 to 71. I probably would have got about 10 to 15 to 20 ticks on that trade if I would have been in at 68.05. Instead of be at 29, I might be about 39, 49 gain today, an extra $200 on top of where I am right now, which would have been nice. It didn't happen, but I felt like I was in tune with the market. I feel like I allowed myself some decent trading opportunities, especially the putting on the second contract today. Obviously, I think I could have taken more away from the market if I was better. But on the other side, if it would have went to my targets today, it would have been at least $1,000 day, if not greater. So it could have been one of those days that really, really paid off handsomely. I believe the options and the market is going to keep this market roughly within 40 ticks of where we are right now, 6,800, 40 ticks on either side here. They're really fighting hard at the 6,800 line today. If you can see that there is some force that's greater than a momentum-driven day in play right now, and I'm going to go with the last day of options expiration. Let's just pull it up there. Last trade right there on is today. Settlement is today. See the settlement right there? This is CME Group, by the way. You can pull this up. I mean, you should know when settlement is. You can see settlement for the next May contract for June. May's contract is expiring today. It's always a month prior. June's expiring on May 22nd. That's why it's called a future. That's why we're trading June now, and this one expires May 22nd. But during the week of the 22nd, which is looking at 22nd of May, it's expired. Is that expiring? Is that true? Settlement May 22nd is expiring on a Tuesday. So that's unusual. And then you got June 20th. It usually expires on a Friday. It's a Wednesday. So this summer's being a little bit different. So that usually you see settlement expire on a contract on a Friday, but here's the 22nd, 20th, so download data. I mean, you can obviously do that, and it puts it on a calendar for you. You can print it off, and it keeps track of, as far as you want to look. And here's your options expiring date. So I wanted to see, I didn't want to see American options. All right, so you can look at whatever you want to. So you could crude oil futures. The LOK. So last settlement of the futures is today. All the way back up. Look at that, 68.18 again. Now, obviously, this could be 4 and 5. There's 3 back here. It's kind of settling around that line. Honestly, they're fighting off the low market right now, so it probably makes sense to stand aside. Interesting setup though, right in here. Very interesting through here. Cutting through prices again. That went to the 200 bar and then sold off of it. Honestly, it looks like a market that's heading to equilibrium up here to the pivot point. That wouldn't surprise me at all that we move up to pivot. And it also wouldn't surprise me that we go test the S1 line. So it's a coin flip now which way it wants to go. That's pretty strong off that bottom though. In a market that's been hard to find any short trades. So I think that the better part of valor and discretion is to take the wins and consider yourself lucky for the day. All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm not gonna look at it anymore. I'm gonna just give it up. Today's done. Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. See you on the next video. That's it. I am physically done on day one in my combine. Yesterday could have been a really nice trading day on Thursday and the continuation down to 49. Maybe we see a continuation into Monday next week of another down move into Tuesday. So let's see if it plays out. But that's going to do it for me. I'll talk to you later.